Today is November the 15th, and this is Sunrise with Wayne and Pat.
Sunrise here today on this November 15th. Oh boy, the middle of the month, and here we go. Cranking up for the holidays. Got a big Thanksgiving coming up next week. And then after that, of course, we work our way into December with Christmas holidays and with New Year's. And then after that, next thing you know, it's Valentine's Day and happy 4th of July. Glad to be here. I'm just jumping the gun, I guess, all over the place. All right, what's going on?
I mean, you've gone from one holiday to the next.
Well, you know, that's okay. Today is special because of the wonderful things he does. No, that was yesterday, wasn't it? Today is the 15th. That means today is America Recycles Day. Yeah. It's also, and that's a good idea to recycle for a couple of reasons. Number one, it keeps us clean. I can't stand to drive down the road and see trash that's been thrown out. I mean, I can't stand that, to see trash on the side of our roadways. Number two, it costs you money, especially if you get caught. If you get caught throwing stuff out your window while you're driving down the highway, there's a stiff fine. So that'll get you. And it's not high enough either. There you go. Now, today is also special because not only is it America Recycles Day, today is also I Love to Write. Now
that should have been yesterday.
That should have been yesterday. That should have been, yes. Today is also National Bunt Pan Day.
Are you making cakes?
I know. But that's what it is. That's true. And don't ask me why, but it is. Today's National Bunt Pan Day, named for Hiram G. Bunt. I made that up. But who knows? It might have been. National Clean Out Your Refrigerator Day. Today is also special because it's National Educational Support Professionals Day. Yeah, that's a good day. And it's National Philanthropy Day. Give me $5. No, never mind. National Philanthropy Day. Give something to somebody. Give. Does your heart good. Okay, here's today's trivia question. You ready for this?
I'm ready.
Word etymology. Etymology is the topic for today, the subject, the category. Etymology, the study of words. The word is polycologist. Polycologist. P-U-L-L-I-C-O-L-O-G-I-S-T. Don't ask me how to spell it. Polycologist. What's a polycologist? Polycologist. Polycologist. What's a polycologist? You understand it's a study of somebody that studies something or is an expert in something. That's where the ologist comes from, okay? Okay, and it's not the study of pulleys or pull, okay? But it's a study of something.
And that's all we get.
That's all you get. Well, no, I'm not going to. Go ahead. What you got?
Just a reminder of the closings for the County of Wayne for the holidays Thanksgiving. Mm-hmm. We will be closed on November 23rd and 24th.
Okay.
Some departments are a little different. Mm-hmm. All branches of the Wayne County Public Library will be closing early on November the 22nd at 6 p.m. Then they will remain closed on Thursday and Friday. They will open back up on Saturday.
Okay.
The Wayne County Landfill will be open on Wednesday, the 22nd. They're normally closed, but they will be open on Wednesday, the 22nd.
And who is that?
The landfill.
The landfill. That's where they fill the land.
They will be closed on Thursday, the 23rd.
Right.
And they will reopen back on Friday, the 24th.
Okay. Friday they'll be open.
Yes. They're open Wednesday and Friday.
Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday.
I ain't got that far yet.
Okay. Well, that's what'll happen.
The convenience centers.
There's 13 of them.
Will be closed Wednesday and Thursday.
Ah.
And they will be open on Friday.
Okay. There you go.
Wayne County Service on Aging will be closed Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Excellent. You know what we did yesterday?
What did you do yesterday, Wade?
You were there, you know. Okay, Bria and Pat and I were the guests of the Golden K Kiwanis yesterday.
Yes, we were.
And these fine gentlemen had us in there, and we explained what we do here on Wayne Goldsboro Television. We kind of explained how we got to this situation, and explained what we do. And I must tell you, I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was their regular meeting, and we got up and spoke, and it was a good meeting. Unfortunately, we could not stay till the very end because we had obligations elsewhere to videotape. But it was a good meeting, and I really enjoyed it, and I appreciate the Golden K Kiwanis inviting us and having us there for coffee and donuts. It was nice.
It was nice.
It was nice. It was good. That's a great bunch of guys, too, and I probably know about 90% of them. I know. I felt that kick under the table. We're going to go to our interview now. We're going to go to our interview now, and that is, are we talking to Julio?
We are talking to Julio.
Julio Carrido is our GIS coordinator for the County of Wayne. And we recently visited Julio, and he explained to us what he does and what GIS is. So we'll go to that next on Sunrise with Wayne and Pat.
My name is Julio Carrido. I'm the new GIS coordinator for Wayne County. I've started back in November of last year, and basically GIS is Geographic Information Systems. And what that means is, in a nutshell, if you ever used any online mapping like Google Maps or MapQuest or any one of those, or if you've used maps on your phone, smartphone, tablet, whatever not, you've actually used GIS in those capacities. But the problem is, it's just the tip of the iceberg GIS. What we do is, well, what Google does is they just grab streets or just grab areas as to how to get from point A to point B. What we do here in GIS is that we can combine not only map imagery like streets or property lines or whatever not, but we can include databases or append databases to that as well. For example, we can go ahead and click on a piece of property, and it will just show us, yep, here's the parcel ID number, here's the property lines or whatever not. But once we tie in the database for that, for example, the tax department, we can now find out, yep, we still have that same information we had before, but now we have information like owner name, owner's address, property address, tax value, so on and so forth. So that is basically what GIS is. We can go ahead and show maps on the screen, maps on pieces of paper, but we can also tie in other databases to retrieve additional information and also to be able to perform calculations based on that data. It does show the value of the property, who the previous owners were. It has deed and book pages for, I believe, the last 5 purchases of that property. It can show structures. We do have GIS data. It's called planimetrics. It's a big long word that basically means it's just shapes on a map that shows where the buildings are, where the impervious surfaces, like for example driveways, roads, and whatever not, where those are located at as well. But we can also use the map, we can use our system to show the imagery, the flyovers that we did back in March, that actually shows the house, the roads, forest areas, anything like that. And we also have the oblique imagery, which some people call bird's eye view, which is basically showing a angled view of the property, and we can rotate that view north, south, east, and west to show different angles of that property. This is actually a photograph. Yes, it is. And all this photograph was taken back in March of this year. So it's fairly recent. We do have all of Wayne County. every single bit of Wayne County has been photographed. The incorporated areas like City of Goldsboro, Fremont, Pikeville, Mount Olive, those have a higher resolution photograph than we do out, say, for example, in the outskirts of Wayne County. So, yes, you'll still see excellent imagery, but you'll have a little bit better imagery within the incorporated areas of Wayne County. The people using these maps would be most agencies within Wayne County. Say, for example, the 911 Center uses our maps, Board of Education, Board of Elections, Tax Department. They all use our maps in order to not only to visualize where the areas are, but also to perform calculations and searches. Like, for example, find me where Mr. John Smith lives, or find me 123 North Main Street within Wayne County. And it will take you to those locations, or it will take you to where Mr. John Smith lives. And based on the GIS data and the database data that we have combined, it will show Mr. John Smith lives at 123 North Main Street. He purchased his house back in 2005 for $150,000, deed book, page, so on and so forth. Go into what's called an election map, and it will show us where our current voting precincts are, U.S. Congressman, U.S. Senate, NC Senate. Just by clicking on one of these icons or one of these layers, I can find out, well, for this neighborhood right here, Mr. Lewis Pate is the senator for this neighborhood, for that area. If I click on the county commissioners, it'll show Mr. Mayo as being one of the commissioners as well. Senate, Board of Elections, sanitary districts, etc., etc. And the beauty of this is, if I click on this and select a property, it will give me the information as to who lives at this property, but also have my current commissioner and a link to the commissioner himself, just in case you were wondering what the commissioner looks like. We also have different items that we can use. We have our election maps, we have our economic development maps, we have our visitors map. Visitors map is a little bit interesting. What it does, it shows where the elementary schools districts are, middle schools, high school. Say, for example, in this neighborhood, the high school is Charles B. Aycock High School for this area. Middle school would be, once it comes up, Norway Middle School, so on and so forth. We can turn these off at will. We can turn on zoning. We can turn on the boundaries. Electric utility service, water service district. Say, for example, who is the water district for this area right here? You just turn that on, and we see it's Belfast Paytown water district for this area. So the map can do a lot of things that the public, if the public has any questions, they can contact us. Again, my information is located on the website. We've already presented this to the county commissioners. We've presented this to several real estate agencies and the board of realtors here recently, and they were all pretty impressed as to its capabilities. The maps that we have currently show our current water and sewer infrastructure. It is not available to whoever requests it, but it's not made publicly or easily available to the public due to security. Outside agencies do come for us to help. The public comes to us as well to create maps for them, or to actually show the property lines of their property so they can actually see it on a map, or where a certain river flows if it's around a property, or whether or not their property falls within a flood zone or not. Nobody has questioned the lines on a map as of yet. We do try to create an accurate map for basically the agencies within Wayne County and also the public. So one of my duties is I'm basically a steward of the data. So I try to maintain total accuracy for our data so that there won't be any questions. Those changes are made as soon as possible. They are made by the tax mapping department that's located within a courthouse. Once we get the proper information, say for example deeds, plats, and official records saying that yes, this property has been split or whatever not, our tax department agency at the courthouse jumps into action and splits those, and they are available for view within the agencies in Wayne County and available to the public within a week. Well, other than property lines, we can find out whether or not the property is in a flood zone. We can find out the contours of the certain property or the elevation of the property. We can find out where the closest sewer line or the closest water line is. We can also find whether or not the address is what the building says it is. You know, am I at 123 North Main Street or am I at 123 First Avenue? Well, the map will tell you that, because we receive records from the tax department and also receive records from the Register of Deeds saying this is the address for that property. So address verification is a big key here as well. The map is available to the public. The public can sign on to waynegov.com and go to the GIS department. Within there, they will see a large spinning globe that's an icon or a link that can take them to our public map, which is Connect GIS. Now, Connect GIS is a product that Wayne County has purchased for quite some time now, but just recently we've been able to make live. We went ahead and put it out live in conjunction with our old mapping system so that the public can get used to it and the public can ask questions and also give us feedback so that we can find out what we need to change within that map or within the search tools for that map for the public. It went fully live the first part of August of this year after we presented it to the county commissioners. The public can contact me if they have any questions concerning the external map by giving us a call at 731-1650, or my contact information is also on the GIS site, then they can contact me that way as well.
And this is Sunrise with Wayne and Pat. Thank you for being with us. That was very informative there.
It was.
He's a really smart guy, and what he's done with our GIS mapping and that sort of thing.
Our GS what?
GIS, what'd I say?
Oh.
GAS?
You said something that didn't just sound right.
He's a gas, man, let me tell you. That's an old word. That's an old slang word. It means really cool. He's a gas. It's a gas. Anyway, what Julio has done in the mapping area of Wayne County is just phenomenal. What you can do, you can find out so much information about your property, about general information about Wayne County, about who your representatives are, who your senators are, just all kinds of good stuff there. Anyway, you can also reach that, by the way, by going to waynegov.com, click on the tab Government, and under that you'll find the GIS or GAS, but it's GIS. That's the Geographical Information Systems there, and Julio is a great guy and doing a great job. Okay, what do you have, ma'am?
With the GIS system that Julio has talked about, it's perfect because you can use that to find the creeks and streams that we have been talking about as far as the stream cleanup process.
Oh yeah, how's that coming along?
It is fixing to begin.
Fixing to begin.
Yes.
Okay.
Wayne County Soil and Water will begin the stream cleanout process the week of November the 20th. And that is next week. We didn't give a certain date because they may not be able to start on that Monday, but it will be the week of the 20th.
The week of the 20th, that's next week?
That's next week.
Okay, Monday is the 20th, right?
That's correct.
Okay, Monday is the 20th, so it'll be that week that somebody may be coming to your property to clean out the stream that runs adjacent to it.
AK Grading Company will begin the work on Old Mount Olive Highway near the First Congressional Church. Then they will continue to Durham Lake Inlet.
Oh, okay.
So that's where they will begin. And from Durham Lake, it will continue to Thoroughfare Swamp.
Okay.
Then from there, they will cross over US Highway 13.
Okay.
That will be at Hood Drive. And since we are mentioning Hood Drive, just kind of stay tuned. We will actually be at Hood Drive this morning.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
We are actually going to the stream.
Oh.
Yes, we're going to put Wayne in the water.
You are?
Yes, we are.
Can I have some high waders?
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
But we will be there. We will have some video. We want to show you exactly what it is and how the streams and creeks are
Yeah.
before the cleaning process starts. Then we can come back later and show you video of that same area once the cleaning has been done.
So we'll have a before and after.
Yes, we
Oh.
will.
Okay.
Yes, we will.
Good deal.
And
If-
just remember, the beaver dams are included in this.
beaver dams are included.
Yes.
Yeah, going to get those beaver dams out because they, you know, everybody loves beavers except when they really create problems, and they create major problems here.
Yes. And there is a detailed map on wanegov.com. If you look under current topics, there's a link that says the stream clean out
okay.
process begins.
That's good.
Click that link and you can actually see the map of where the process is starting.
Excellent. Okay, I have a word here from the Wayne County Soil and Water Conservation District for swine, poultry, and dairy farmers. The EPA CERCLA, that's EPA CERCLA, is now requiring everyone to report ammonia emissions. Ammonia emissions. Now, you have to report this by today. We had very short notice on this, very short notice to get this word out, but the EPA CERCLA, CERCLA, they're requiring everyone to report ammonia emissions by today. And here's the phone number. You have to call the office, the Wayne County Soil and Water Conservation District office, if you have questions or if you want to go ahead and file a report. That number is 919-734-5281. 734-5281, extension 3. 734-5281, extension 3. Okay? Okay?
Just remember the Seven Springs Christmas Parade is this Saturday, beginning at 3 o'clock.
I believe it is 3 o'clock in Seven Springs.
Yes, and this will actually be the first Christmas parade since Hurricane Matthew. So please go and support downtown.
Yeah, it was washed out
Seven
last
Springs.
year. Yeah.
Yes, it is at 3 o'clock.
So glad they're having their Christmas parade this year.
That's right.
Very good.
What else, Wayne?
What up, Wayne? What? Well, don't just stand there. Hand me something. She does this to me. Oh, why, looky here. We have blood drives to talk about. This is on the 16th, 2 on the 16th, as a matter of fact, 1 at 10:30, and the second at 11:30.
And this is tomorrow.
This is tomorrow. I knew that. Thursday. Because today's Wednesday, right?
That's correct.
I knew that, see. Anyway, there's one tomorrow at 10:30 at Goldsboro High School. You can give blood every 56 days. Every 56 days, roughly every 2 months. And you really need to do this. You need to do this. It doesn't hurt. You can't get sick from it. You can't get some dumb disease from it. Just do it. We need your blood. Blood supplies are low anyway, this time of the year especially, when people are traveling and everything, and there's traffic accidents and that sort of thing. You have the power to save a life. Save a life. Keep somebody from dying with your blood. So just do the right thing. And if you can't give blood for whatever reason, medical or whatever, you can at least volunteer. Take an hour a week, an hour a month, take an hour a day, 5 days a week, 3 days a week, whatever. Any time that you can spare. You can put in 8 hours a day if you want to. They need volunteers. They're always needing volunteers to help. Goldsboro High School this morning at 10:30, and then at the University of Mount Olive at 11:30 this morning. Give blood. That's the Red Cross, helping people, saving lives. There.
That's it.
That it?
That's it.
What's a pool ecologist? Pool ecologist. P-U-L-L-I-C-O-L-O-G-I-S-T.
Kind of scared to ask.
I know. Anyway, it's actually somebody who is an expert on something, and it's actually a person who's an expert.
Are you a dog?
Huh? What?
Are you acting like a dog?
It's an expert on a type of. He's an expert on fleas. A pill ecologist is a flea expert. You ever heard of a flea circus? That used to be the big thing, flea circuses. You can actually train fleas to do things. You truly can. Well, okay, they're not really trainable, but you encourage them to do things. And that's real. You really can. At one time, it was very popular. It's flea circuses. That's right. But anyway, that's a pill ecologist, someone who's an expert on the study of fleas.
So on that note, like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and watch us on YouTube at Wayne County Government.
And we do this every day at 7 a.m. in the morning, Monday through Friday. We'll do it again, or actually the show repeats again. Repeats at noon, and then again at 5:30 this afternoon. So until tomorrow morning, we'll be back at 7 o'clock. And until then, I'm Wayne Alley.
And I'm Pat Garner.
And this is Sunrise with Wayne and Pat.